We are heading for the final battle between good and evil now. The Great Reset has exposed our enemy in public. We've known about this for years in advance under Agenda 21, but now it's become public. Everyone knows about it and it's official for the entire world, brought about by the two threats, one entirely false of climate change and the other one, the lockdown around the world from a virus which isn't much worse than many of the viruses we've lived with for centuries. And of course the Great Reset came out of this as a total coincidence that happened to just luckily come out when we were already under martial law virtually, or a police state for the entire world, something which most of us never imagined would ever happen, let alone in our own lifetimes. So just to analyse it down to its basics, there are two elements to the situation from their side. One is the illusion that they're creating, so the climate change we'd never know if they hadn't told us. There's no connection at all between warmer and more extreme weather, certainly now or in history or in any of the books. They've invented it and they're hoping enough people will believe it so they can carry out their policies of reducing our rights and our right, not our privilege, to energy and fuel. So that's one thing. The other one is consent, because in a democracy there's always one or two minor parties who don't fall for all this stuff and are actually independent and not part of the world system. And if you withdraw your consent for Boris Johnson, who now has zero carbon, which is identical to every single large party in the world, we're going to fall for the same crap and be completely imprisoned in our own homes with fuel rationing and blackouts and all the other stuff, not being allowed to drive halfway up the road because it's been blocked by some concrete plant holder so that people can walk to work instead of drive, all that rubbish. Anyway, this is all consent, because people consent to it because of the illusion. They're given a false problem where the solution is far worse and they consent to it. So if we give away our consent based on falsehood, it's our own bloody fault. So the ultimate purpose is to wake us all up so we, in numbers sufficient percentages of the people, to withdraw our consent, and then the whole system will collapse. Because if you shine light in the darkness and see that the whole thing was nothing to start with, then you think, well, I've been worried about absolutely nothing for all this time and nothing can hurt me. We're going to throw it out and start again when we are in charge and we are working under full information and full knowledge of what's happening and not being told a load of lies which enough people believe so that they can enforce their policies. Thank you.